Hey, it's Love Joy Yoga Therapy with Michelle, another edition of Tips on Tuesdays. Thanks for joining me. So if you've been sharing with me on my YouTube journey, you might have noticed one of my recent BTS behind the scenes videos where I share with you more openly and vulnerably about my personal and professional struggles, some stuff that I've been dealing with. So I'm going to share a link with you below in case you haven't caught that video yet. You can catch it there. So the last couple weeks I've been on this emotionally intense roller coaster, just a lot of ups and downs. A lot of stuff has been coming up for me as I explore these feelings and as I explore some shifts that are happening in my life. And so I wanted to share with you specifically today a pose that helps with that. And I'm going to let you in on a little something too. I'm feeling some nerves today because I'm going to be this afternoon doing my very first radio show interview with the amazing Jennifer Grace. I'm super excited to be on the show with her, but I'm also a little nervous because I'm still getting used to this public speaking stuff. So if you are dealing with nerves, if you're dealing with anxiety, if you're dealing with depression, if you have just a lot of turbulent emotions or stress, also if you're dealing with migraines and headaches, this is the pose for you. It's called Adho Mukha Sukhasana, which means downward facing easy pose. What you're going to need for it is a blanket or a thin pillow, and depending on your flexibility, you will need either a chair or a block, or instead of a block, you can use a stack of books or a stack of pillows. Get creative. You've got stuff in your house. I'd even love to hear from you about some of the stuff or props that you might be jimmy-jigging around your house. Love to hear that. So to get started, you're going to sit with your sit bones right on the edge of the blanket. And the reason I like to prop up the hips, it helps to lengthen the spine, take some pressure off the lower back, and helps you to fold forward with a little bit more ease, thus helping to kind of increase that flexibility and help you ease into it a little bit more. So I love using tricks and tips like this. So grab yourself that blanket, that pillow, sit with your sit bones, and next thing you're gonna lift the flesh of your sit bones and root yourself down nice and evenly. I've always looked for a graceful way to say that, lift the flesh of your sit bones, but you get what I mean, right? So from here, crossing your legs. Doesn't matter which leg you bring in front of the other because we're going to be stretching it both ways. So for this one, I'm starting with my right leg in front of my left. And I always like to start softer and slower in a pose and then allow myself to ease more deeply instead of just forcing myself right down into a pose. So we're going to start with the chair. And this is especially if you have tight hips like yours truly. That is like the tightest area of my body. So I always go in with ease here. You're going to sit nice and tall. Press your palms into your thighs and lengthen up through the crown of the head as you take a breath in. And as you exhale, hinging at the hips, let the heart melt the way forward, and you can bring your arms to the chair and rest your forehead against your forearms, allowing your shoulders to soften and relax away from the ears. Let your knees soften a little bit more. Feel your lower back relax and release. Coming into your breath. So your breath is super important. You want to have some nice, deep, slow, long breaths here, in and out through the nose if you can. With each exhale, allowing yourself to melt a little bit more deeply. So if you want to go a little bit more deeper into this pose, you're going to breathe in, lengthen through the crown of the head, and then maybe push the chair further away as you exhale and melt yourself a little bit deeper. Now, if you're like, Michelle, I'm really not feeling a stretch in here at all, or I'm really not feeling much, put that chair to the side and grab yourself either a block or stack of books, stack of pillows. And again, you're going to lengthen your spine as you breathe in. And as you exhale, resting your head. This is really important. You want to rest your head either on your block, on your stack of pillows, or your stack of books. So this way your head and your neck are completely protected. You're not just kind of letting the weight of the head pull on your neck. You're allowing it to rest. You want to feel completely supported here in this pose. So staying with your breath, and maybe with each exhale, you allow yourself to melt a little bit more deeply, resting the head again onto one of your props. And stay here as long as is comfortable for you. Sometimes even a few minutes is good here. Nice long breaths, And when you're ready to come out, on an inhale, you're going to rise up, keeping the spine nice and long. Good. And then exhale, just soften the shoulders. And you're going to change the cross of the legs. So do a little switcheroo. You're going to bring the left leg in front of the right, or if you had the left leg in front of the right before, now bring the right in front of the left. You get what I mean. So other change of the cross of the legs. Again, lifting the flesh from the sit bones one more time so you can root down nice and firmly through the pelvis, and lengthening up through the crown. And exhale, you start to fold forward. You're going to stay forward for as long as you did on this side that you did on the side before. Now, a little trick, if you are feeling any strain in your knees, guys, another little trick that you can do is to grab a pair of socks, roll up each one, and then place the roll in the crease between your calf and your hamstrings, and just place the sock there as you cross your legs, and that will help bring you some relief around your knees. If that's still not enough relief, you can grab some extra blocks, some extra pillows or blankets, and wedge them evenly underneath both knees as you do your forward fold. So when you're ready, from each side, you're going to come out and release. And just notice how you feel. Notice if you feel a sense of calm, sense of kind of just this like relaxed feeling. I would love to hear from you. Did you try this stretch out? How did it feel for you? Do you feel more calm? Do you feel less stressed? I look forward to hearing from you. And for more helpful tips and inspirational stories, subscribe to the channel. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for that. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.